Hi folks, how's it going? It's Des Cattys, and in this little video what I want to do, I want to talk about little neck pouches and their contents, so stay tuned. So these little sort of neck pouches, I've been sort of mucking around with two. I've been carrying this one for a while, and then I've been carrying this one. Oh, and I've been mixing up the contents of what's actually in there. Now in this big one, when I first started using this one, what I mainly put in there was all firelighting stuff. If I take out what was in here, I've got a little leather tray, courtesy given to me by Mac Tightwad, just for putting ember, or using it as an ember plate. Okay, I've got some char cloth that's just loose in there. I've got a big lighter, a large ferro rod, I've got some like a wax candle with wood, some wax discs that I've made, okay, and some wax paper. And then finally in here I've got a char cloth tin with char cloth, a flint and steel and a sea steel. And then what I've done is I've used a Ranger band just to go over the top there, just to protect the hole, just to stop from getting any moisture in there. Okay, and then there's pretty much, oh, there is some other bits in there as well. I'll get them out. And then there's a tiger tim that's turned into a powder almost. And then I've got a couple of other little fire lighting bits as well. Okay, so that was the one tin, the one pouch. And then what I found is that I came up with something a bit smaller, okay, and what I decided to put in this one was something slightly similar, but also I added some other bits as well, and you'll see how the bits differ. Now this is obviously a smaller pouch, so in here I've got a pocket bellows, because I found myself getting the bellows out quite a lot, so I thought if I just stick it in there, it's together. I've also got a little ferro rod, a little notebook, which is obviously handy for taking down notes and stuff like that. This is just a bit of wax string that I've done myself, a couple of pieces of fat wood, some char cloth that I made recently when I was out with John Martindale, and a pencil, and that's obviously for doing the writing. Alright, so what I wanted to do was, I've got both these big pouches here, you know, I've got two pouches, and I don't really want to be carrying both of them around my neck. So I just wanted to sort of knock up something that obviously if I want to do a little bit of firelighting, then I can grab something pretty quick, whether it's the fat wood, whether it's the char cloth, and then obviously I've got a notebook, pen and pencil on me, and then as I say, the bellows. So then what do? What do you do? You know, there's no hard and fast rules about what you have in there. Some people might want to put plasters in there and other bits and pieces. It's down to you as an individual. But I think what I want to do is I kind of like the idea of having the smaller one as opposed to a bulky one around my neck. I mean, normally what I find myself doing is that some of it, like I've said in the past, it's when you're doing videos, some of it is just props. It's stuff that you bring out just to share with the viewer, whether you're using a sea steel and a flint, and whether you're using flint and steel, whether you're using the fire rod matches, whatever it is, it's just nice to mix it up every now and again with the firelighting. But I also come up with little ideas when I'm out, and sometimes I forget them by the time I get home. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to start carrying a notebook and a pencil for that simple fact, for that reason, if you like. As I say, I like carrying the pocket bellows because I just like getting it out. It's a really handy piece of kit just to use for obviously getting your fire going. If the embers start to sort of die down and you haven't got no flamage there. And then the rest of it pretty much is all firelighting. You know, the fat wood, char cloth tin, ferro rods, and so on and so forth. So what did I come up with? And there ain't no real solution to it. It's basically down to you as the individual. What I will do, I'll obviously have the notebook and pencil. That will definitely go into one of these pouches. I will obviously have a pocket. I will obviously take the pocket bellows, and then the rest of it is pretty much, you know, whatever I go for. So what would I choose? maybe the fat wood, because that's a nice quick way of getting a fire going. Even if you haven't got a lighter on you, you can still use your ferro rod. I've got a spare big lighter here, obviously in green, so obviously if it hits the ground it's obviously easy to see. And then that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to put in there. Maybe over time it will change ever so slightly, but at the moment, as I say, the weather's changing as well here in the UK. It's got very cold over the last couple of days, but it's still remained pretty dry. So, you know, fire lighting wise, you know, having the fat wood, maybe adding some cotton wool balls or even a tiger tim, you know, whatever. It's just those handy little pieces of kit that's to have on your person. It's almost like a possibles bag, something that Nesmuck spoke about with regards to carrying. You know, he used to carry a fishing kit and all those little bits in his kit, in his gear, but really it's down to you as an individual. So you know, I'll probably keep this kind of gear in the big one, and then what I'll do is I'll obviously use this smaller one, and it just seems a bit more kind of useful because of having the notebook, the pencil, the lighter and other bits and pieces there. All right, so okay, nothing hard and fast there. There's no sort of strict rules about what you take and what you don't take. It's down to you as an individual. I thought what I'd do in this video is just show you some, you know, the couple of kits that I've got. Not a lot of people wearing pouches and stuff around their necks. A lot of people would like to use a possibles type bag. So yeah, sometimes, depending on how my mood is, I like to take this one as a fire lighting kit. This is just packed up with fire lighting gear in there. Pocket bellows, lighter, there's string in there, char cloth, flint and steel, so on and so forth. And then in this one, this is a JP Possibles pouch. It was made by MJ Leather when he was doing possible pouches. And basically this one would house obviously a ferro rod, a torch there. It would take a Leatherman multi-tool in there, and then a tin to be able to add what you like. So there it is, folks, just a quick video there on sort of coming up with ideas for my little neck pouch, as it were. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. So take care, folks.